Hey YouTube. Alright, usually y'all used to see me do my live videos at my second home or office, which is Chick-fil-A. And so I'm here today to kind of present to y'all, my loyal subscribers, that I will be starting a new series. Now, most of y'all know that I've been doing a lot of these gig jobs, like, Uber Eats and Grubhub and DoorDash and Instacart, and in the past, like 3 years ago, a little bit over 3 years ago. And so from that I moved on. So a lot of my time on YouTube was following other creators about their journeys of doing these gig economy jobs, particularly Grubhub. Now, my main channel at first was a great video about my experiences doing Uber Eats and Grubhub, and it wasn't a video focusing on tips. And then my other primary videos was my tax tips. So, as some of you may know, that I did moved on from a lot of those major gig jobs, and I went back into the workforce and I'm about to make some changes again in regards to that. But anyways, I will be doing a series of videos based upon my new gig jobs that I'm doing, which is primarily merchandising. And I wanted to document my financial journeys and how I budget my money and monies that I make. And I've been thinking about this for quite some time, because I watched a lot of YouTube videos in the last few months focusing on debt management, getting out of debt, and how people are paying off debt. But most of the time, those videos were focusing more on higher income individuals, two family households, breaking down budgets. But when I started looking at a lot of these videos, it didn't really focus on the common person. What I mean by that is people who single mothers, single people, people who do regular jobs like Uber Eats and Grubhub, and they may be in a job where they're making anywhere between $12, $13, $14 an hour. And that's a majority of people. Everybody doesn't have a IT job. Everyone is not making six figures and struggling with debt. Of course, everyone in every different spectrum suffers from debts, student loans, mortgage, credit card debts. But when I see these success stories speaking about people paying off $80,000 in debt, you're not really focusing on someone who's making $12, $14 an hour, doing 2, 3, 4 different gig jobs. You don't have a six-figure income, combined income, because you have someone else to help you. What about those individuals who makes $40,000, $45,000, maybe if you're lucky, $50,000 a year? Or those individuals who make $12, $14 an hour and they're doing other gigs on the side as well. I don't see those type of success stories, or see those type of people who actually get themselves out of debt working at a fast food place or working in retail, And if you do see people who working those type of jobs, they're usually younger people who still live at home. Now, to me, if you're fortunate to live at home and you're not paying rent, mortgage, and all you're doing is paying your primary bills, your little bills, you're lucky. You're lucky. And you could come up and make a success story and says, oh, look how I got out of $50,000 in debt. Look how I paid 6 figures in debt. But if you're living at home with your parents, or you're one of those persons who have 2-3 roommates, it's easier to get out of debt when you're in that type of circumstances. But take someone like me. I'll be 51 in a couple months. My primary debt is mostly my mortgage and my student loans. I don't have anyone. I don't have roommates. You know, a lot of people say, well, why don't you do Airbnb? You could get people, you know, maybe you get some housemates and this and that. Yeah, I can. I could do that as a way of getting out of financial debts. But when you take upon a regular person's journey who's making, you know, the average salary in this country is probably anywhere between $45,000 a year. I'm not talking about the millionaires. I'm not talking about those who got that high income jobs. No, and a lot of people say, oh, why don't you start your own business? You know, starting your own business is not always a solution, because you may not see a profit or make money probably within the next, 4 or 5 years, to be honest. But that's a whole nother video altogether. So right now, I want to do a series of debt management while working in the gig economy. And I want to do a series of videos and tie in my different apps that I'm working with, and how I'm going to use those different apps or gig jobs that I'm doing. Now, I'm not talking about Uber Eats and Grubhub, but different apps that I'm working with. Now, I do work also with Domino's. Now, I do deliveries with Domino's, doing pizza deliveries, and I started working, as some of y'all may know, a couple of months ago, I was working basically 40 hours a week, if not a little bit more. So now I'm resuming that full-time schedule again, and I'm making some changes in regards to my regular W-2 job. So I will be working on to a different company. Well, it's still the same company, but I'll be working with a different platform, you could say. But that's until the end of the month. But I don't want to talk about that too much, because there's certain amenity I need to keep in regards to that. So look out for more videos where I won't be doing a lot of live streaming because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So I will be doing more, downloading more videos. So look out for that. And